All right. Shalom Yashala. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Waharakak Wadash Brakatham. I like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Aquat out there listening. So what I like to get into is this whole just trending thing. It's me and the brothers, the priest Shar had actually put me on, but I had been seeing it, but it made it much so much more clear. When the brother like, yeah, the brother referenced the video and then social media, and then it started to make sense because now they're pushing this vibration of men shaving their beards. And I say this for the most part, surprisingly enough, a lot of the women are against that. They're like, nah, man, keep that beard, man. Because if you, I was, of course, this is knowledge that should be known, if you're in the truth, but, at the same time, that's why, we utilize these platforms, but knowing, culturally what the beard represented for Israelite man is what? It was a level of, what was a level of masculinity, right? Having that, because first and foremost, who the world calls Jesus Christ, he had a beard, right? Which we know to be who? Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. Okay, that's the correct name of our Lord and Savior is Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, right? So now, people are trying to people are now trying to continue to be very dismissive and discredit, the whole beard, just really just, doing everything they can to push a soft ass spirit, man. Anything that's contrary to Yahweh Bashim Yashah, if anything, that's what this society is pushing, man. Okay. And this is what did I want to get into? This is John 17, I believe. I'll start at verse 14. And this is Yahweh Shah HaMashiach speaking. This is John chapter 17, verse 14. I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them. Okay, people hate, when we come with this message, which is cool, good. Okay, because once again, that increases our chances of having salvation, bro. Okay, that's the real talk, bro. That's the goal. That's the end goal. Okay. So for you brothers, and which we all know, when people ask, hey, well, what's your salvation, man? To get the hell up out of here. Because everything is just contrary to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. That's the end goal. Okay. Our end goal is true peace. And the true peace is going to be when Yahweh Shah HaMashiach is back on earth ruling, man. Okay. There ain't going to be no goddamn questioning, or no trends going on. It's going to be the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. That's what's gonna be cracking. Okay, that's the end goal. Because people are so desensitized to everything. Everybody's looking for their new thrill. It's kind of like and the anticipation of something new or what's next. Really, for the most part, not even really enjoying the moment. And the moment is really just Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. Now we understand when you go from glory to glory, things get greater. But here it's totally opposite, man. In America, bro. It's just totally opposite, bro. Just you know, it's really for no greater good here. It's just really just to please yourself or let me go viral. Okay. And the premise for this, once again, I stated at the beginning of the video, this whole trend of just having this porn mustache, this Ron Jeremy mustache, and cutting off your beard. And then the excuses are, it's a little patchy. Well, bro, if anything, cut it down to a good size, not cut off your beard. You know what I'm saying? And apply oils, man. Pray. There's a lot of things you could do, and really, you're getting, if anything, you're getting, the world is getting to you because you feel you're getting, confounded, your beard pat, man, I don't give a damn how so-called patchy my beard is. I'm keeping it. I'm glad the Lord has allowed me to grow it, so I'm keeping it. Okay. And first and foremost, it ain't a fashion statement, but it's just a part of our culture and how the Lord intended it to be. Okay. So I'm gonna get back into the scriptures. This is back in John 14. Salakia. This is back in John 17, verse 14. Salakia. I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Okay, for you men who believe on Yahweh Bashem Yashah, know you're Israelite, you know, you should have enough pride in that to like, nah, man, I'm rocking with this. You know what I'm saying? It may not be much, but it's enough for me, right? You know, because when coming into this truth, man, uh, you have to understand, bro. You're gonna need strength and prayer to increase uh the thick skin factor, man. You're gonna have to have thick skin. You're gonna have to grow it, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. Of course, we've heard it all. I'm gonna continue to hear it all. But hey, like the hell what the world got going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got, for example, right? My hair is thinning. It is what it is, bro. I'm not I'm not I'm not contemplating of getting a man unit. You know what I'm saying? That's more so like a thing of the world. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, if brothers able to grow their hair back, or you got some that's not, because hey, for the most part, the man unit, is not going off to my knowledge, but it's like it's on a cool. It is showing a level of vanity though. It's like, hey, bro, it comes with age and it comes with being in Babylon, bro, and it comes with diet. A lot of factors with that, right? But that's how this society is, man. And it's even more pleasing, to us to see how this world is quickly fizzling out. But why it's fizzling out? If you believe in Yahweh Bashem Yashah, you shouldn't be fizzling out with the world. You should be rejoicing and hey, this is how the Lord intended it, right? So don't get caught up in these trends, for you younger brothers and brothers who's been in the faith for some time. Don't get caught up in this world like that, man. Okay, verse 15. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. The evil of what? The evil of this place, man. Things going viral. What's like? How's that beneficial for Israelite man to cut their beard off? And honestly, to hell with 2/3. I'm talking about men that, hey, you having your challenges, in this society. We should know what to expect, right? Bros new coming in. Hey, things. You're putting off the old man. So a lot of a lot of Jake a lot of times will have that little speck of doubt, or that speck of what's the word, speck of resentment too. Like, bro, you can still enjoy your life while being in the truth. We know it's hell here. We're not to be moping. We're gonna be pissed off. We're gonna have our days we're pissed off. We're gonna have our days that we're feeling joy. Right? It just is what it is. It's a balance to Yahweh Bashem Yashah. So we're not just moping around here and, oh, we can't do this and that, bro. You can, only thing you can't do while acknowledging your Israelite is going against the grain of Yahweh Bashem Yashah. Okay? Don't do nothing unlawful. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Pray to Yahweh Bashem Yashah, man. You know what I'm saying? Bear me, Baba Koshad. Let's see something. Bear me right quick. Okay, this is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22. That ye, let me see, let me find a better spot to start at. So like it. Well, yeah, I might as well, yeah. Bear me Baba Kusha. This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 17. This I say therefore and testify in the Lord that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk in the vanity of their mind. Okay, so the vanity of their mind is what? The emptiness, man. It's just a level of emptiness, man, trying to follow any trend, especially in the times we're in, bro. You know, you trying to follow the trend of America, bro. The trend of America is going the hell down, man. Who wants to be a part of that trend? You know, we want to be in the trend of, hey, man, hey, our big brother's coming back. That's what we need to be concerned about. Not chopping off your beard, not trying to fit in, you know. Verse 18, having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High through the ignorance that is in them because of the blindness of their heart. Okay, so these people ain't got it, bro. These people ain't got it, but that's why when having this new adaptation and this new walk, you know, we get it. We're not gonna be perfect overnight, but at the same time, man, you can't, be juggling. We got to maneuver in this thing. So we got to, like we always use the analogy or the reference of Clark Kent and Superman, right? Got to move like that, but not really just be on the fence of, like who in the hell is it to be cool for, bro? Your best bet is to be cool for your how about Shemi Shah. In the hell with this world. Okay. I'll continue reading verse 19. Who being past feeling have given themselves over unto lasciviousness to work all uncleanness with greediness. Okay. So this is when in this new walk, we gotta put off the nigga shit. We have to put off the trying to appease, like who is there to appease in this place, bro? Just straight up. Hell, even when I gotta take it there. Even when dealing with women, it's like, bro, hey man, this is we understand there's simplicity in how Bashim Yashar. Let's utilize that and not be simple while doing it. Okay. Y'all can bear me, Baba Kusha. And also that lasciviousness is lustful, man. You know. Matter of fact, let me look that up in the Blue Letter or one of the Bible apps I have. Salakia, bear me, Baba Kusha. Let me see. Yeah, so it has tons of things. Let me see. It's multi-layered, I should say. Bear me, Baba Kusha. Let me see. Yeah, so it's the lasciviousness is unbridled lust, shameless conduct, a total lack of self-restraint, regarding sensual pleasures. Okay, so you know you're really just giving yourself over to, like, the flesh of, well, hey, I'm a rock with this, because this is the end thing. We're not looking to be in the in crowd or be included. We're looking to be excluded from this place. Holy, right? This means what? To be separate. Okay. Verse 20, back in verse 20 of Ephesians. But ye have not so learned Hamashiach, if so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahushua. Here it is, verse 22, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Verse 24, and that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. So we shouldn't be concerned about a damn trend or trying to fit in, man. Jake looks crazy as hell with got a mustache in 2026. It's that of course it's not end all be all, but guess what? It's a gateway. It's a gateway to where, what, I ain't gonna have no facial hair. As soon as that beard leaves, that mustache leaves, and now you just clean. You just clean face, man. And that's wild, This is back in John chapter 17, verse 16. Salakia. This is Yahushua HaMashiach speaking. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Okay? So we're trying to, stay in that state of, who in the hell do we have to impress or fit in with? Like, bro, we just gotta, man, if it be the will of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, get our daily bread and attend to our Father's business, man. We have an example in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. We have examples from the apostles, bishops, and elders on down. Okay? And it's really just the pressures of, like, Jake feels like they're kind of missing something. You know what I'm saying? It feels like, we get it. We in a society, and you got to do particular things, but bro, if it's not concerning some life or death, a livelihood situation, or brother, because it's been instances, well, hey, for this week I gotta trim down my beard a little lower. It does have the 5 o'clock shadow, but I get to grow it back after my training. That's understandable. That's happened. But you're going on the strength of, I got patches in it, so I'm gonna just cut it off with nothing else really behind it. Like, it's not like you going through chemo, or you know what I'm saying, or like I said, if it's something serious, it's not. It's a trend, and that trend can get you marked. Trying to be so engulfed in this place. Verse 17, sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. Verse 18, as thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into the world. Okay, so we understand, man. We should understand. Just like, look, man, we're not here to fit in. We've been questioned years and years over the beard, but like I say, a lot of you dudes are just getting weak in the spirit. Because you feel like you're missing something, man. You want to feel like you're missing something, or what's the best way to put it? Oh yeah, okay, that's what I was gonna say. You feel like you're missing something, or would you rather be an enemy of the Most High? Okay, this is James chapter 4 verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. So you're so engulfed here. You want to do all the trends and be cool and whatnot. Hey, you do not want to go head to head against the Most High. You do not want to be an enemy of the Most High. These niggas doing all these trends, they're not worried about salvation. Here it is. You know you're a Hebrew Israelite. You know the outcome of this place, and you want to try to fit in off a trend. You know, that's not a good look, especially if you're, we're all fighting an uphill battle, man. So, just not wise in my opinion, my humble opinion. So you can bury me, Baba Koshah. Let's see. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Okay, this isn't our rest, man. This isn't our rest. So, like trying to attach yourself to this American culture, this nigga culture, black culture, man, it's not gonna be a win for you, man. There's like, we see the trends, like, okay, this is not for us. And especially, it's like it's law, There was Yahushua HaMashiach speaking in John 17, right? And then other men of nobility and with the right of passage to speak unto the word of Israel, and then just start, like I made mention, just culturally, man, because anytime you were cutting your beard off is to what? Is to mourn or to be shamefaced, right? There's nothing to be shamefaced about, and spiritually, just, if we lose someone, we mourn, because that is what? That's a, hurtful thing, when we lose a brother in the faith or, what have you. But, it's all spiritual, but, it relates to the physical. How you move in the physical can get you judged through the spirit as well, too. Is really what it boils down to. This is not our rest. Don't get caught up in the trends, Akyam. We get it. We in the modern world. We still have to move a particular way. Okay. But that's all I have on this. And Abaratazah, this is edifying for the body. So once again, with that, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Waharakakwadash Brakathum. Once again, I'd like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Aquat that they're listening. Shalom.